Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Do you sense that in the air? It is a big old whiff of a win-win trade for two NBA teams, baby. It does not happen often. It does not happen often. Oftentimes, there is one or two teams that are screwed over, which makes no sense in two teams because I do the trade, but a lot of bad trades happen, right? You guys think about rebuilds. So we have breaking. The Bulls have traded Alex Caruso to the OKC Thunder for Josh Giddey, bro. And I really like the trade. I think that's probably like if you just want to leave now, I like the trade. Be gone, thought. Oh, I'm just joking. Please stick around. You know, I got some kids around the house now and one on the way. Need that ad revenue. But okay, so where to even begin with this, man? I guess we'll start from the side of the Bulls. Yes, let me just open up both teams here. It'll be easier that way, man. I don't think Basketball Reference updates it that quickly. But yeah, I guess just right off the bat, looking at the seeding, the Chicago Bulls 9 seed 39-43. It's very interesting to see what this trade means, but I think no matter what, this trade works for either direction this team decides to go in. And then the OKC Thunder, I mean, number one seed, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Well, actually, I guess that does work. And Boston Celtics, they didn't fix nothing. Marcus Smart was kind of broke, the jump shot at least. But alrighty, so I'll talk about the Chicago Bulls first here, man. So they will be getting Josh Giddey on their team. So Josh Giddey on the season is 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 34% from 3, age 21. But yeah, so, and just kind of seeing how, his first 3 seasons in the NBA, sophomore season was a bit better, but I believe, let me actually make this look a bit better, guys. Sorry, man. Hire that Flight Reacts editor, man. I'll just make this look smaller. There we go. Hey, it fixes all the issues. Okay, but yes, so that second season, man, was, scoring-wise, 17 points per game, 6 assists, but 8 rebounds, too? Ooh, 33% from 3. But, I don't know, just like at that time, I felt like his role with the team was a bit bigger. I feel like going into this third season, having Chet on the team and everything, as far as Giddey being asked to be a better scorer, it was just kind of like, okay, you make plays. We're also going to play you out of position. You're also not allowed to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and you got to get the ball to Chet. And that's kind of what he was told, and he failed at multiple of those things this year, man. But what I do like is that he goes to a Bulls team, and this is what I kind of wanted to say about, like, the directions of the team, because I feel like Giddey can very well, if they want to run it back with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and Vooch, don't do that. Don't do that. If you hear me, don't do that. Don't do that. But if they do that, then, Giddey can be on the team, and he can kind of do the same role player thing he was doing last year. But also at the same time, the games that inevitably Zach LaVine's injured during, he can fill in for him too. And it's all good. They got Io, who's fine. But I think Giddey kind of gives them the next dude to take over the reins of this team. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for Bulls fans to hear. I do know a lot of people don't like Josh Giddey personally. So due to the history of Chicago Bull point guards, well, karma has a way of doing some things. Alrighty. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying, this man's name is Andrew Funk. What a great last name. It's fantastic, man. Funktastic. But I see Giddey going to this team, and he's literally played every position except point guard. What? Yeah, he's a point guard, right? 6'8", slob wizard. He is not aging well. Nothing about him is aging well. Wow. Wizard of Oz? Bro, you gotta follow that yellow bird. Okay, Vanilla Magic. Shooting guard, power forward, small forward. I could have swore he was a point guard back in the day, but I could be wrong about that, I guess, right? I've always kind of seen like he was drafted as a point guard. I feel like in today's NBA with the height, that's the person you probably, you can't really shoot either. So if you can't shoot, well, at least distribute the rock. Um, I would probably say point guard, small forward, but even like his defense, like it ain't nothing to really write home about. So I don't really got much good to say about him, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think he's a good all around player. Um, I like him playing the point guard spot. And to be quite honest, with his array of skills, he very well, I don't think I'm going to let it happen, but he could win Most Improved Player. He could win Most Improved Player. Don't tell me he couldn't, man. That second season there is pretty dang good. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. That's impressive. That's impressive as heck. So, despite what your personal opinion about him, which, if you're anything like me, it's not great, but from a pure basketball standpoint, y'all got one heck of a player, and definitely a player that fits better going forward with this Bulls team than Caruso does. And let's transition nicely now into Alex Caruso. So, let me pull up his stuff here, and I believe Caruso's on the final year of his contract. I could be wrong about that, but I know he can get paid I just read an $80 million extension or something like that. But okay, so Caruso, what do we know him for? Well, nobody's really cared about him since he left the Lakers because Laker fans somehow, I don't know, man, they can take THT. When that time you heard about him? They have a way of overhyping role players, man, and making them more than what they actually are. Now, with that being said, Caruso is a great NBA player. He's a really good glue guy, and he's played his role nicely, man. Chicago, 10 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He made defensive second team. It's kind of weird. You make you make the defensive second team, but you're 10th for defensive player of the year. So he got defensive first team, but he was only 11th for voting a defensive player of the year? Make it make sense. That don't make sense to me. But yeah, so I absolutely love right off the bat what he brings to the OKC Thunder. He has championship experience. He knows how to play his role. He's somebody you can rely on no matter what scenario it is. Caruso's going to give it his all, and I don't see any reason why that wouldn't change for the OKC Thunder. The idea of having him and Dort out there is pretty dang terrifying from a defensive standpoint. I love this move for so many reasons, man, but I actually want to bring up this OKC Thunder team, just kind of take a little bit of a deeper look at it as we go through it here, and just really see if this truly does fill a hole on the team. So, Giddey was the 4th leading scorer, but I mean, they were a pretty balanced attack there, and that's even, 12 points starting 80 games. Come on, man, you gotta score better. But no, I just think Caruso can do that. He can get you the 12. But also, he's gonna play really good defense. Playmaking, SGA, you run it through him, he should be the primary, ball handler of that team. J-Dub, pretty good passer. So, the 5 assists. But even Caruso, he's also going to do that. He's going to give you the 4 or 5 assists a game. I just think it's a guy that's a better defense player than Giddey. That doesn't have as high a ceiling as Giddey does. But he doesn't need that for this OKC Thunder team. I think that's pretty much it, man. It's a win-win. So, how'd your kids, how'd your wife? Chicago? OKC? Enjoy, what y'all doing, OKC? Enjoy Applebee's. Is that what they do in OKC? Enjoy your Applebee's, man. Have a good night.